Do you want to know the secret to being a constant presence in the thoughts of that woman who interests you? We've all been there, looking for that magical formula that makes us unforgettable to someone special. But Supreme, let me tell you, it's not about tricks or magic, but about understanding how to connect deeply with her. Well, keep watching. In this video, I'm going to reveal 4 fundamental steps that will transform the way she sees you and thinks of you. These steps are like the master key to trigger that healthy obsession in her mind. No matter if right now you feel like you're off her radar, these steps will give you the power to be unforgettable to her. Imagine this: you're in a situation where you feel she barely notices you or, worse yet, considers you just a friend. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? I understand because I've been there. But here's the truth: you can change that dynamic. Yes, you can make her think of you in a way you never thought possible. By the end of this video, you'll know how to be in her thoughts and awaken an interest you never imagined before. So, are you ready to learn these secret ingredients that will make her unable to get you out of her head? Well then, here we go, Supreme. Number 4. Using the power of presence. One of the most powerful strategies to fully capture a woman's interest is to employ the power of presence. Let me explain. Interest is the first fundamental step to ensure that a woman is completely drawn to you, because if she doesn't show interest, it'll be difficult for her to dedicate time to think about you. Therefore, it's crucial to awaken her initial interest. This first step will reveal one of the most effective ways to get her fully involved with you. One of the things all women long for, more than anything else, is to feel special. It's a sensation they deeply crave. That's why when a man does it, they can't help but feel more attracted to him. Unfortunately, many men fail in this aspect, attempting to make a woman feel special simply by telling her she is. But this doesn't work. Women are skeptical of those words. Imagine this: you could be saying the same thing to every woman you meet. If you genuinely want a woman to feel unique with you, you must show her. And the key is to be completely present during the interaction, giving her all your attention. Listen to her with genuine interest instead of planning your next words. Don't just occasionally show interest, ask about the topics she's passionate about or interested in. And most importantly, make eye contact. Look at her as if she's the only person in the room. It's these small gestures that make them feel important, special in the world. Once you manage to make them feel this way, you'll have reached the level of interest necessary for her to start thinking about you non-stop. Number 3. The importance of attraction in conversations. The third step is chemistry. It's vital to ensure there's an attraction connection between both of you, because if she only sees you as a friend or an acquaintance, it'll be difficult to ignite her obsession for you. This step will show you how to create that chemistry safely, an essential ingredient for a woman to become obsessed with you. Flirting during conversations is crucial, and many men overlook this strategy. Most guys tend to approach girls as friends. They're kind, polite, ask interview-style questions, and maintain a nice and friendly vibe. However, here's the dilemma: although this attitude can make them likable as a person and might generate initial interest, it doesn't awaken the perception of a potential relationship. There's no spark of attraction. And without that chemistry, it's nearly impossible for a woman to become obsessed with you. It doesn't often happen that a woman becomes obsessed with a man she doesn't see differently. That's why it's crucial to create that chemistry by flirting during conversations. Flirting involves teasing, a playful touch, using endearing nicknames, maintaining intense eye contact, making subtle innuendos, and even joking about the attempt at seduction. When you start flirting properly, you'll generate that attraction chemistry between both of you. She'll begin to see you as an attractive option, and you'll have taken a big step toward awakening her obsession. Don't underestimate this step when interacting with the girls you're interested in, as otherwise, you might not progress at all. Number 2, the power of mystery. The second crucial ingredient is mystery. If a woman knows everything about you, if there's nothing unknown, there's nothing to intrigue her. That's why it's essential to create that aura of mystery. This will teach you how to achieve it properly. Most men tend to make a mistake here. If she knows all the details about you, there's nothing left to discover. Hence, it's imperative to generate a sense of intrigue. If a woman perceives you as mysterious, it's natural for her to spend time thinking about you, trying to discover more. However, many men completely misunderstand this concept. They think being mysterious means hiding everything about yourself, evading questions, or being evasive about your past. But let me explain the correct way to create mystery, something I call information gaps. When you converse with a woman, share information but not all of it. Create spaces, leave certain details unrevealed. A simple way is to answer some questions directly and play with others, withholding part of the response. For instance, imagine you've been answering her questions for a while, and she asks about your passions. You can mention that you have several passions and would love to talk about them, but that might be more appropriate for a third date. This response indicates there are things you could tell, but you're not revealing everything at that moment. By doing so with a playful smile, you'll appear more intriguing and fascinating to her eyes. You can even create these information gaps while telling stories. For example, when talking about your best vacations, you could say something like, "Everything was going great, but that last day took things to another level of excitement." Here, you imply that something significant happened, but you keep the mystery about what exactly happened. She'll surely want to know more, and you could respond with something like, "It's personal, I'll tell you another time," with a mischievous smile on your face. See how fun it can be to plant these seeds of mystery with these information gaps. It's an excellent way to trigger her curiosity and make her think more about you. But remember two important things. First, don't abuse this tactic. Use information gaps in moderation, as too much mystery can be annoying. Second, avoid cliché phrases like "I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you," as those lines no longer have an impact and are common. Maintain authenticity and freshness in your responses. Number 1, the importance of scarcity. This last ingredient is scarcity. We value more what is limited or scarce, and this applies perfectly in this case. The more a woman values your presence, the more she'll think about you. This will teach you how to position yourself as something scarce, increasing your value in her eyes and causing her to think about you constantly. Scarcity plays a fundamental role, as I mentioned at the beginning. When you limit your availability, you increase your perceived value, and naturally, when a woman values you more, she tends to think more about you. But it's not just about value, it's also about the time and space you give her to think about you. If you don't give her that time, if she knows everything about your activities and your availability, she won't really have the chance to think about you. She won't wonder what you're doing, with whom you are, because she already knows. That's why it's essential to limit interactions with her and maintain some scarcity in your availability. Don't respond to her messages immediately, don't call her constantly, don't be available every time she wants to see you. However, this doesn't mean completely ignoring her or excessively delaying your responses. What I suggest is that you focus on your own life, have other activities to do, spend time with friends and family, enjoy your passions and hobbies, and prioritize your life above the relationship with that girl. By naturally limiting your interactions with her, you won't have to force situations. You don't need to worry about how often you text, call, or see her. By reducing these interactions, you'll notice how she becomes more obsessed with you. She'll start thinking about you constantly, craving your company, and even seeking more contact with you through calls and messages. At this point, you'll have successfully captured her complete attention. This is the path to make a girl think obsessively about you, spark her interest, generate chemistry, create mystery, and finally, add scarcity. These steps are the recipe for a woman to be deeply interested in you. If you've followed each of these steps, you'll have successfully completed this mission. You've made her interested in you, and as a result, she has become someone obsessed with you. Before you go, I want to invite you to watch the next video, where you'll learn 9 skills that will make you an irresistible man. Thank you for being part of this community, and if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe. See you, Supreme.